It's your girl Tattoo Baby here, and today we are with Shovel Monster, Mick and Mojo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. It is a Monday, so
Another
Monday.
day.
Yeah, Monday blues.
right. I wanted to. Well, do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Kind of who you are, and everything.
Sure. Yeah, I'm Mick. I make the music for Shovel Monster.
I'm Joseph or Mojo, and I am the vocalist.
Yeah, you've got a pretty wicked voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect for our theme.
Yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you guys come up with Monster Shovel?
Well, I came up with.
What did I say? Monster? It's Shovel Monster. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I don't know. My son was playing Shovel Knight, and just the word shovel stuck out to me, and then just kind of what could I go with that? And I love horror movies and stuff, so kind of just stumbled upon Monster, and just it sounded good, so that's what we went with, and so that's what it became. But we initially, the first singer and I didn't initially have a character, I guess, in mind. It was just the band name, and then he did the first album, and then we had to part ways because of his health. And that's when I kind of started to think about a character that could be interesting, maybe draw people in. I don't know. And that's kind of where it started, was the last album.
Okay. What's the name of the last album?
Day 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing crazy, just.
I mean, it stuck out, so.
Yeah. I mean, I wish it was a better story. I always tell people it's just kind of a stupid story, but.
It's okay.
Well, it's at least unique. There's not a lot of Shovel Monster bands running around.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I did search that up when we came up with it. When I came up with it, and so far so good. I put in a trademark too, so we'll see if I get that back.
Yeah, I'm working on that with my Tattoo Baby too, so it's a freaking process.
And it's stupid expensive too.
It really though, and it's like.
And they nickel and dime you for every little thing too.
Yeah.
You can't just own the name. You have to put what you're doing with it.
Yeah, all types of stuff, and people can literally just change one letter, and
yeah,
it sucks. Trust me, I get it. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's. I mean, the name sticks out. So, and that's really important. I think that. I think band names are just super important. People don't take that in consideration, but it does say a lot. So.
Cool. Yeah. I think after a while, it's been. People seem to like it, and find it at least interesting, to say the least,
Right.
It's definitely evolved now, considering the first album wasn't really a story based at all, and then the second album developed a story, and then we created like a full out movie essentially for our current release.
Well, and that's super cool too, because a lot of bands don't do that as much anymore.
Yeah. Just keeping it fun and interesting, and doing stuff. Pretty much just doing this for ourselves, to be honest. I mean, of course, we want people to listen to it and enjoy it, but as long as we're having fun, that makes it that much better.
True. And is it just you two, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So that works out. And where are you guys located?
I'm in Arizona, but he's in Mississippi. Yeah. Good old Miss. But
right.
I do have a bass player for live shows. Once we get to that point, we haven't found a drummer yet. That's been damn near impossible, it seems. So hopefully we do have a person in mind, but not sure if it's going to work out just yet. He's in another state as well, and so just have to see how it goes. And
details working out between now and hell. It's going to be a year before we really do it anyway, so it's kind of hard, I guess, to grab somebody's commitment a year away.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what? Talking with other bands too, it's always the drummer.
It is.
It's always the drummer. It's the flakiest. That's what people say, or they can't find one.
It's And to find a great one it seems like it's difficult, because that drummer can really make or break it,
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually was a drummer first, and I picked up the rest of the stuff later, like bass guitar, and then started doing vocals these past few years. And because he actually asked me at one point, would you rather play drums than us find another singer? I was like, I could play drums, but I am not playing this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I figured, shit, he's a drummer. Fell in my lap pretty much, and it's like, damn, could this be the guy, And he's like, nah, man. I'm like, shit.
Nah, bro. I ain't got them kind of chops, unfortunately.
That's all right.
You got a killer voice, though, so.
Yeah, definitely suits what we're doing.
Oh, absolutely. I was listening to it. You going pretty damn hard, I'll tell you that. I love it.
Trying to get a lot of emotion because, especially with this album and the point of views we're using, I'm trying to, on the victim side of it, really trying to make their fear and anxiety come out in the vocal lines more.
How does I'm sure you guys practice, right? You have to
practice playing guitar. Yeah.
Okay. How do you guys do that being in separate states?
That's something we're still working on. The recording process. He makes all the music, he sends it to me, and we record initially separated, but we haven't actually practiced live yet because we're still trying to figure out the drummer situation to be able to actually perform live.
Yeah, there's my bass player and I. We tried out. There's a couple different apps where he actually is in Phoenix and I'm a suburb of Phoenix, and we practiced online. And we were just trying to figure out the kinks in it and see how good it is for latency issues, and it worked out pretty well. But so once we get hopefully we can find a drummer, and then we all four can be in different places essentially, and do a live practice and be able to maybe try and practice once a week at least or something.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's definitely the technology. There is some good for the technology, otherwise.
Yeah, this day and age, it's a lot easier to be separated and be able to get together.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's also kind of different too, because when you guys go on tour and stuff like that, it's just gonna be like, you're just gonna meet together in one spot and then go, or I don't know. Figure it out.
That's the initial plan. Since they're out there, my thought process was to fly out to them about 3 or 4 days beforehand, get some actual practices in, and then hit it the next week.
Right
on.
So essentially hopefully we can take like a week of shows, maybe LA, maybe San Diego, Phoenix, maybe Tucson, just a few shows in a week. And then, like he said, just have hopefully everybody show up a few days before so we can get 1 or 2 full practices in, and so we can, make sure even if we're able to do it online, it's still going to be a little bit different in person. So still get that familiarity and just that bond together, and just so make sure we're putting on a good show.
Right.
Especially with the full get up.
Yeah, that's going to be fun for you.
Yeah. Are you going to wear a whole costume or?
We're still working out the kinks of it, but yeah, like we've had like ideas of like a burlap sack and stuff like that. And of course the overall is kind of going with more like the farm boy going crazy thing. So yeah, I've definitely like learning to sing with a mask on and getting breath will be interesting.
Yeah, I think that would make it more interesting though. Like you on stage and that, like whole.
Yeah, because I've got plans to make, since Shovel Monster, I'm gonna turn an actual shovel into my mic stand so I can like bang it around on stage.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah,
I'd come see that.
And like the rest of us are gonna just dress up all classy with like suits,
Okay.
Maybe we'll see. We've been tossed around the idea that like maybe we could be some of the victims, so we might have some blood on us or something. I don't know.
I love that. Those are very creative, and it makes you different from everybody else.
Yeah, it's not the first time it's been, but it's something, at least it's not the next show,
Right.
A little
it's
different.
not as common.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Just not a couple guys in jeans and black t-shirts up there.
Right. Yeah. So you guys haven't met then, or you have?
Just
In
online.
person, no.
Yeah.
Just
not in
online.
person. Okay.
We met probably. What do you think? February, January?
I'd say at least February. I don't know if we actually met officially in January. We may have actually started talking, but it was more February, March we really got to talking.
Yeah. Because I think April's when I asked you. I think April might have been when I asked you to be the singer, right?
Yeah, April's when it became official.
Because our Day 9 album came out in April. And that singer, Day 9, is in Costa Rica. So once
Very difficult to tour.
Yeah. So once this thing grew a little bit, I've kind of been wanting to play some shows, and it just would be a little too difficult with him being that far away. So
Right.
So then that's when I met Joseph maybe a couple of months before, and so that's when I asked him if he wanted to do the vocals. And it's funny because he's like, "Yeah, I'll do some guest vocals on a song for you." And I was like, "No, man, do you want to be the vocalist?" And he's like,
because I didn't think he was serious at first, because I have my own project in Circle Throne, and I just assumed he was wanted to do like a collaboration or something like that, because we had talked about it before. And he's like, "No, I mean like legitimately all the way." It's like, "Oh, you sure?"
Yeah, because he sounds different, than the Day 9 guy, and in a good way, but yeah, it turned out this album coming out sounds really good. In my opinion, obviously, everybody says that every time a new album comes out of their own, but I don't know. I believe it. I like it. I mean, and like I say, at least we like it. If nobody else likes it, then
yeah. I think, you'll be fine. Yeah. If you know that you're gonna enjoy it, then I know others are gonna enjoy it, right?
Yeah, at least we know we'll enjoy playing it, So that'll be hopefully convey that to the audience that we enjoy it. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was gonna have some questions about playing live, but
we might can halfway answer them, but we haven't actually got to play live yet.
Yeah. I played live years ago, but not in this band, not in this thing.
Okay. Where can people find you if they're, wanting to know more? Like for those that are listening, even in general, if they're not watching, they're just listening on like Spotify or something.
Yeah, you can find us on pretty much any music platform: Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, and other shit I've never even heard of. Deezer, I think, is one.
Everything that comes with DistroKid distributing. There's about 20 of them.
Yep.
And then of course Facebook, Instagram.
Yep.
It's all Shovel Monster.
Yep. Facebook's pretty much primarily what I work on. I do a little bit of the same nonsense on Instagram occasionally, and then we have our website shovelmonster.com that we sell a few merch.
Got some pretty cool stuff on there.
Yeah, I was just telling him that you do like the shovel. That was freaking badass. I thought that was neat.
Thank you. Yeah. So,
which, if we get enough pre-saves on, we're giving away a shovel. But we got to get enough pre-saves for the album.
Yeah, pre-saves are impossible.
Yeah, it's starting to seem that way.
Yeah,
it's so weird. I can show. Let me see. I've never tried this before, so you guys are my trial run here.
I can undo my background and then I can bring one over.
Here we go. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so here's the shovel. I thought it was badass.
It's custom made. That white sticker, I don't always put that white sticker on there, but I have other stickers I stick to cover up the shovel logo, but I custom make that. I actually
it's a little different every time.
Yeah, I mean the blood is at least, and the sticker changes too. So
okay,
but yeah,
I mean honestly though, you got a good start.
Yeah,
your shirts are pretty cool.
Yeah, I make those ones myself. I make the hat.
Your hat, yeah, your hat's cool.
Yeah, there's a pink one for girlies.
Yeah, smart.
So
Pretty
yeah,
neat.
yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought the merch was really neat, and of course, your guys' YouTube, and I do have the website scrolling down here at the bottom, so
Nice.
people
Yeah.
can see that and all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
Yeah.
What about inspiration? Do you guys have like certain inspirations that you had that even just for the band or for yourselves?
Oh, oof.
Yeah. Tricky.
Well, I'm kind of weird about it because, like, I mean, yeah, I've got a few of my like favorite bands that I listen to, but I don't like fanboy over a certain band. Like, I love like a couple tracks by this band, a couple tracks by this band, a couple tracks by this band. Like, my playlists are like one or two songs by like 1,000 different people.
Right.
I mean, when I first got into metal, it was like Cradle of Filth, Slipknot, Impending Doom, Black Dahlia, stuff like that. So I mean,
yeah,
I didn't actually get into stuff like Slayer and Pantera until later in life. I was more like went straight for like like Black Dahlia and stuff like that.
See, and I was the opposite. I got into Pantera. I wasn't really a huge Slayer fan, to be honest, because it all just sounds the same. But Pantera was I was a big fan of Pantera, like White Zombie, and some of the Sepultura, back then, and then as I got a little bit older, I got into heavier and heavier and faster, and just next thing you know, it's gotten nuts.
I like Cradle of Filth a lot. I actually cannot stand Pantera.
Really?
Pantera, yeah, I can't do it.
I've
never liked them.
Man, I love Pantera.
I respect them, but it's not something that I can listen to a lot.
Yeah, not for me. It's not a thing. So, but the Cradle of Filth I can relate to. I really like them. Of course, Slipknot. I've got two tattoos in the back of my legs of them. So
yeah, I would love to be able to figure out how Danny does both his lows and highs at the same time. Like that's the trick that I've tried and I can't figure it out. I would love to one day though to be able to do because I know he does both of them at the same time live all the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
is that what they call like?
Oh yeah, he's that little short dudes.
They call it a what?
Is that what they call the fright when they?
Nuh-uh, that's just high.
Oh,
but he mixes like all his like low stuff in with his high. You can actually access both vocal cords. But it takes a long time to figure out how to do it. And he does it very well. Damn. So like anytime you hear him doubled up on vocals, if it's high and low, he's actually doing that at one time. He probably doesn't on the album, but he does it live.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I guess I never really thought about it like that. But I also don't sing, so.
Most people don't do it. I've not really heard of many other than him actually being able to pull it off.
Right on. Yeah. So, can you tell everybody about new upcoming things? Like, you said you had an album getting ready to come out.
Halloween Day.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, my background's the cover.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's my first official album to be on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, it turned out really well. I'm pretty excited about it. And he did really good with the lyrics, like just the flow of it, and yeah, he did well. I'm pretty happy with everything. And we're actually working on a 3-song EP that'll be out early next year too. So I have the 3 songs pretty much done. I just got to re-record a little bit on a couple songs, but other than that, they're pretty much go. And so he's gonna do his magic, and hopefully they'll be out sooner than later.
Okay. Who writes the music? Both of you, or?
No, I do the music, and then I only did partial lyrics on this album with him, and that was only because I started it prior to him joining the band. So.
This one we kind of came up with a story, and then I'm a big horror nut, so I literally just turned it into a horror movie. Like we have the 4 victims of it, and I'm describing points of view for it. So like one side's the victims, the other side is actually Shane, aka the Shovel Monster's point of view.
Okay, I think that's badass.
Yeah, so we have 9 songs. So we have 4 victims for Shane, who's alias. That's his alias. And then we have 1 extra in there for some narrative work. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty neat, pretty heavy. I like that, and I like that there's a story behind it.
Yeah.
I can't speak clearly.
Yeah, we got the next 3 song one. We got a story for that.
Okay.
We haven't come up with the full story, but we know what our idea consists of. And then we have an idea for the following album as well, but that hasn't been started yet. So,
okay. But you still got a lot of things. You got a good future ahead. You know what you want, and I like that.
Yeah.
This dude could write 3 albums in a week if he wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
The drive is there. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, this will be the 3rd album in 13 months.
Okay.
So doing pretty good. Fortunately, I just try and stay ahead of it. Like the 3 songs wasn't really intention of putting it on an EP, but I was like, it'd be kind of cool just to throw out, and just a little small EP instead of just putting out singles. Because the thing that we tried with this album was we were trying to see what the algorithm would do on Spotify. Because everybody was saying in the beginning to just throw out a song every 4 weeks. And that's supposed to help your algorithm, but it didn't do anything. And then people were starting to say that, well, no, you got to have like maybe 500 pre-saves that'll help you with that algorithm. So, but we haven't gotten either of that. So, it is what it is. Just keep on the good fight,
Oh yeah, I get it all too well. Even though I don't sing, but I still get it.
Yeah.
But the good thing is always to have a wonderful support system. If you got a good support system, then you got it all right there.
Right. Yep. And like I say, this is supposed to be fucking fun anyway, so stop fretting about the shit you can't control. Yeah, it'd be great if, more people would listen and shit, but maybe next year there will be, who knows?
Oh, I'm sure. You guys definitely got it going on. I look forward to watching you guys grow and seeing everything that happens for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun. It's came a long way in a year, basically, a little over a year.
Right?
Yeah. Because I just started Facebook last August, so 14 months ago. And we're already at 1,900 plus.
Okay. So that's awesome.
Not too shabby on Facebook. And I didn't even try to do much on Instagram. But it's since I've gotten higher on Facebook, I think the same people kind of find me on the, find us on Instagram too. So it's kind of.
Yeah, it's such a social hop.
Yeah, do that. And they've Instagram went from like 50 followers after like 6 or 8 months. And then now I'm up to like 500 something.
Yeah, I was going to say Instagram isn't my main platform either. It's usually Facebook. Like that's just, I don't know. I've always been that way. And
yeah.
My Facebook has done really well, my Tattoo Baby page, but my Instagram, I'm like 560 maybe.
Yeah.
I forget to post on there. Like that's my biggest thing. I always forget.
Yeah. So, well, and you gotta, on there too, you gotta mess with tags and stuff. Whereas Facebook, you don't really have to.
Right.
So that's the other thing. Is like figuring out all those different tags and stuff like that just makes it less fun.
It really does. And from experience, even with Facebook for me, I have to tag all my photographers, the other models, all that stuff. So for me, it's like, it's a whole thing whenever I post any of that stuff, but or the bands, I try to do all that. So.
Right. Yeah.
TikTok's a nightmare. I've been trying to do it with my other stuff just to try to figure it out. And the hashtags having to be a certain way and a certain number. And like I've had one video that hit for like 300, another one that hit for almost 1,000. Then I got one that's got like 40 on there. The sad thing is the 40 one's the one I'm more proud of than the other ones.
It took me a little bit to do that too. I get it. Do you guys, does the band have TikTok itself?
I started one and it's still out there, but I deleted the app. It wasn't doing nothing. So shit, it could be a 500 too now, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Yep. Yeah. Other than that, just check out our website for some merch. And
Pre-save that shovel.
yeah. Well, you can
I'll
order
get
the shovel whenever you want, but
only asking for 350 pre-saves. I mean, I ain't asking a lot.
I thought the shovel was really cool. The shirts are really nice too. You guys got some good merch, and honestly, it's at a really decent price. Some of the other merch that I've looked at from Vans, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it's well, in the shovel itself, I pay, depending on how it is, it's a minimum of about $20 just for the shovel, and then depending on where people live, it ranges from almost
shipping cost gets a
shipping. Yeah, it's between like 20 and 35, $40. So I'm not really making that much money on the shovel, to be honest. But
it's a cool gift though.
It is. I mean, seriously, I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, it look really cool on my wall.
Yeah, there's a couple people that have them. I think I've made 4 so far, and I have one right here that I haven't made yet, but just waiting for somebody to push that button.
Right on. Definitely get on that TikTok and keep me updated. Keep in contact with me. I want to know more, and hopefully soon I can get around. I've got a lot of model stuff coming up, but as soon as I can, I might get one of those shovels because those are badass.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. It's people are. I mean, times are tough right now too with gas prices and all kinds of shit. So I understand, but yeah, it's one thing that I think we're gonna try and do, like for shows, is like maybe take one shovel with us and maybe give it away or raffle it off or do something special with it, and just kind of do one shovel per little mini tour, or something.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Something fun, because I guess if everybody in the world has it, it's not as cool,
True that. This is true. So. Absolutely. Do a shirt giveaway too,
Yeah.
Something. Yep. The shirts are pretty neat. I like all of it, and I think, like I said, I think it's at a decent price. So I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah. I was trying to make it reasonable and not too expensive. So
do you make all of it?
I do the ones like with the models, the ones you had on there, like that model.
Yeah, she was really pretty.
Yeah, I make those ones. You can get the logo and font either in white, pink, or red.
Okay.
And you can get black on black too, but so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Please keep me updated, though. I can't wait to see all the progress.